Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4 and PS3 is an absolute pile of feces. This game sucks so bad. Little Big Planet 3, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. They have Little Big Planet 3 out now. Actually, it came out in just a couple of days ago. November 18. Released, at least in the North American region, November 18, 2014. So it's been a couple of days now. And this game, this puzzle platforming sandbox type of game, is an absolute waste. Little Big Planet 3 completely stinks. Where do we begin? Where can I begin with this? Typical, cliche, wannabe 2D platforming. Wannabe trying to, be a throwback, trying to copy, basically, trying to rip off the classics. You're trying to copy Mario, trying to copy Sonic, and it's just embarrassing. Sony, can they get any new original ideas? Developed by Sumo Digital and XDev Europe, and published by SCE. And yeah, of course, it came out on the multiplats. It came out on multiple systems. It came out on the last gen and current gen. So the PS3's got to get its own crappy version, and the PS4 has, obviously the PS4 version will be the definitive, or at least the more complete, the real copy of the game. But even the PS3 got a garbage port. How pathetic is that? Okay, where do we begin with this trash? You take a look at the scores, it's not impressive at all. IGN gave it a 6.8 out of 10. A 6.8 out of 10. Oh my god, there's so many bugs in this game. That's the main problem. Alright? There's a very limited use of the other characters in both the adventure mode and co-op multiplayer. There's multiple game-breaking glitches. Alright, so many bugs. And there's just too many problems with this game. First of all, why are we still excited over Little Big Planet? Notice how there's really very small amount of buzz. Nobody cares about Little Big Planet anymore. Now, it's not like it was, 6 years ago, back in 2008, back when it was new. It was a novelty. It was, the PS3 was the first time they got Little Big Planet. And at least it was something unique and different for that time, Okay, wow. But then many, many years later, fast forward in 2014, 6 years later, and it's after multitudes of all of these installments, we see the handheld, PSP, PS Vita, of course, multiple titles on the PS3, and now we got the PS4. Little Big Planet 3 is a waste. This is an absolute waste of cash, because guess what? There's so many game-breaking bugs. According to Real Gamer 2004, he gave it a 0 on the Metascore user score. It completely destroys the experience of an otherwise average game. You can tell that the absence of the original developer, Media Molecule, hurt the series. Either testing wasn't done and the game was rushed. And he also says, don't believe the 10s. Of course, there's idiots and, Sony tards and Sony ponies giving this a perfect 10, like the mindless drones that they are. He goes, don't believe the 10s, as they would probably give Unity a 10 as well if it was a PS4 exclusive. In fact, I highly suggest, if you buy this game, if you like missing textures, slow frame rates, clipping and collision issues, the missing sound, non-spawning characters, and way, way more. So basically all the bugs and problems. Hey, if you want to buy Little Big Planet 3 for all these bugs and glitches, yeah, it's a glitch fest. For real, non-casual gamers who like games that aren't full of glitches, avoid it at all costs. And he said he's deciding to trade it on the next day. He said he bought it on day one. So he probably doesn't have it anymore. Real Gamer 2004, I'm sure got rid of it a long time ago. Yeah, this is so sad. Oh, this is the downfall of Sony right here. I mean, with the absolute disappointing tripe on the PS4 and how it's basically this underwhelming system that sold 1 billion units just because, oh, the big hype last year and, you know, making fun of Microsoft and the Xbox One. Now it's like they still don't have anything. They still have jack squat, and now even their exclusives like LittleBigPlanet with LittleBigPlanet 3 is this buggy, pathetic, glitch fest garbage. You know, it's fallen off. I mean, even their long-term, long-lasting exclusives have been reduced to piles of absolute rhinoceros trash. Oh my god! The Cool Guy 5 gave it a 6. A 6 out of 10. Oh, you wouldn't want to buy a 6 out of 10. No, nobody in their right mind would play a game that's a 6 out of 10. I mean, unless you're so bored out of your skull. Okay, he goes, game-breaking bugs are truly game-breaking and almost console-breaking as well. Play mode is, the story is fine, yet all the LittleBigPlanet players know that the game is about creating. That's right. A limit on some tools are not ideal for making complex designs, but it's known that it's a lot easier to create in this game. LittleBigPlanet knows very few creativity. The crashes, I made too many reboots, and he basically kept rebooting the system because it was crashing all the time. This happened over the course of 4 hours. He made sure to save every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes he had to save because the game just kept crashing, and basically he goes, make sure to have an extra hard drive because the game almost wiped out his hard drive after moving a bush. After moving a bush. Oh my god. LittleBigPlanet, you know, it's not surprising. I mean, obviously, we're talking about Sony here, and then we're talking about a crappy developer here. Something that just isn't, it's not worth it, you know? Gaming Age, this one is, we're talking about the official Metascores now. We're going to move to the Metascores. Gaming Age gave it a 58 out of 100, a 58 out of 100. LBP3 is, it's a platformer. It's a sandbox, but without the full attention of the media molecule, it feels like it sort of lost its soul. Lost its soul. I mean, now it's basically just a shell, basically. That's what it is. That's what happens when you have the original developer basically not working on it anymore and basically gone and not working on the game. It's become a shell of its former self. It's become this husk, this empty husk that they market as, oh, a new installment, but it's basically just for trying to cash in on the LittleBigPlanet name without the same quality, the same people that worked on it. IGN Italia gave it a 65. LBP3 is a shallow platformer that has lost its magic, and is short of content. Yeah, that's that, you know. LittleBigPlanet is dead. LBP is dead. This franchise is finished. LittleBigPlanet is finished. It is dead. It is over with. There is no reason to even get it on the PS4, let alone the PS3 version. The PS3 is a waste itself. I mean, I can't even believe they had like what, 3 games on the main LittleBigPlanet series, and then also the LittleBigPlanet karting game. So what, like 4 LittleBigPlanet games on the PS3, and then this one, of course, is the 2014. This has to be the last one, at least on the PlayStation 3. It's gotta be, and that's it's a crappy port too. It's nothing special either. That's what happens when you try to cash in on a franchise and you don't deliver. You know, I mean, we know what we know what to expect with LBP2. It's not like it's bringing anything fresh or different. It's not like, oh my god, a brand new installment. It's been a long time, and there's a long gap between the games, and now it's like, okay, I can't wait for the next one. This one, it's just a complete waste of cash. It's a complete waste of money. You can get the same freaking experience if you get LittleBigPlanet on the PSP or something, on the PS Vita. It's a shame because, I mean, I did kind of enjoy the earlier LittleBigPlanet games. I think I still have LBP2 on the PS3. In terms of the older games, I have the PSP game. I still got that. But with LittleBigPlanet 3, more like Little Fail Planet 3. That's it for this episode of the True Gamer Reviews, and keep in mind, this is from the mind and the thoughts of a true gamer. This is somebody that actually plays so many games that is somebody like you little fatso, little noob sitting there on your chair listening to this. You can't even fathom the amount of games that a true gamer like me plays. A true gamer like me has experienced so many platforming titles that Little Big Planet, is that how you pronounce it? Planet, LittleBigPlanet is basically, it's like, a very forgettable experience. It's not even worth looking at. Sackboy looks like a complete idiot, with his tongue coming out. And why does he always have his tongue out anyway? His tongue is always sticking out like some sort of a, he's like making fun of you. He's sticking out like in a very mischievous kind of way, like sticking out his tongue. What a doofus, Ugh. The True Gamer Reviews is brought to you by The Review Space. For more videos, check out youtube.com/TheReviewSpace. Thanks for watching. Until next time.